Are you using the right technology or just following the crowd? PC or laptop, iPhone or Android? macOS or Windows, AI or humans in the next 9 minutes. We'll break down the biggest tech debates to help you figure out which tools actually fit your lifestyle, budget, and needs, because when it comes to technology, the best choice isn't always the most popular one. If you're torn between a PC and a laptop, this video might save you a ton of money. Many people buy laptops just because they think it's convenient, but after a few months, they regret it because the performance isn't enough. So, PCs and laptops, which is more worth the money? At the same price point of around $755, $760, PCs are almost always more powerful than laptops. Faster rendering, higher FPS in gaming, cooler temperatures. Laptops are limited in space, so they often overheat and lose performance after prolonged use. This is where laptops absolutely win. You can take it to school, take it to a cafe, take it to work, and a PC, if you want to move it, it's a disaster. PC upgrades are extremely easy. RAM, VGA, CPU, you can change them whenever you like. Laptop upgrades are quite limited. Many models even have RAM soldered directly onto the motherboard. For the same performance, laptops are usually significantly more expensive than PCs, because you're paying extra for screen, battery, keyboard, compact and lightweight design. If you need maximum power, choose a PC. If you need convenience and portability, laptops are still king. And you, team PC or team laptop? This might be the biggest debate of the decade. AI or humans? Who actually has the advantage? Every year, AI gets smarter, faster, more capable, and a lot of people are worried. But should they be? AI can process information incredibly fast. It never gets tired, never sleeps, never forgets. It can analyze data in seconds that might take a person hours. That's impressive, but humans have something AI still struggles with: creativity, emotion, empathy, common sense. People can understand feelings, relationships, and complex situations. That's much harder to teach a machine. Many people think AI is replacing humans, but in reality, AI often works best with humans. The strongest combination isn't AI alone, and it isn't humans alone, it's both working together. AI is faster, humans are more human, and for now, both need each other. So what do you think, team AI or team human? Imagine you're buying a new computer today. You have two choices: a Mac or a Windows PC. And here's the problem: people on both sides swear theirs is better, but who's actually right? Let's find out. This debate has been going on for decades. Students argue about it, gamers argue about it, professionals argue about it, and somehow nobody can agree because the truth is, they're designed for different people. Let's start with first impressions. Macs are famous for their design: clean, minimal, premium. Everything feels polished. Even the packaging feels expensive. Windows laptops are different. Some look amazing, some look terrible, some cost $300, some cost $3,000. Windows gives you more choices. Mac gives you a more consistent experience. So if design matters most, Mac takes this round. Now let's talk power. Many people assume Macs are weaker. That used to be true for some users. Not anymore. Modern MacBooks are incredibly fast, especially for video editing, photo editing, programming, content creation. But Windows still dominates in one area: variety. You can buy a budget laptop, a gaming monster, a workstation, or something in between. Windows gives you more options for every budget. We'll call this one a tie. This round isn't even close. Gaming belongs to Windows. Most major games are built for Windows first. More game support, more graphics card options, more upgrades, more performance. Meanwhile, many gamers don't even consider Macs, not because Macs are bad, because gaming simply isn't Apple's priority. If you're serious about gaming, Windows wins easily. This is where things get interesting. Mac users often say, "It just works." And honestly, they're not completely wrong. The Apple ecosystem is incredibly smooth. Your iPhone, your iPad, your Mac, everything talks to everything. Files transfer instantly. Messages sync automatically. It feels effortless. Windows is improving, but it still requires more tweaking, more settings, more troubleshooting, more updates. Sometimes that's good, sometimes it's annoying. For simplicity, Mac wins. Now let's talk freedom. Windows gives users control. You can customize almost everything, change hardware, upgrade parts, install almost any software, build your own PC, mix different brands. Windows is all about flexibility. Apple is more restrictive. Everything works well together, but you're mostly staying inside Apple's world. Some people love that, others hate it. If flexibility matters most, Windows wins. Let's talk money. This is where many people hesitate. Macs are expensive. There's no way around it. Even entry-level MacBooks cost more than many Windows laptops. Windows gives you options at every price point. Need something basic? Windows has it. Need something powerful? Windows has that too. For value and affordability, Windows takes this round. Here's what most people get wrong. They're comparing operating systems when they should be comparing lifestyles. A Mac isn't just a laptop, it's part of an ecosystem. And Windows isn't just an operating system, it's a platform with endless choices. The best choice depends entirely on how you work. A gamer and a video editor might need completely different machines, and that's okay. If you want simplicity, premium design, great battery life, and seamless integration with Apple devices, choose Mac. If you want gaming, flexibility, upgrades, and more value for your money, choose Windows. Neither one is perfect, neither one is for everyone, but now it's your turn. Mac or Windows, which side are you on? What if I told you one operating system is completely free, and millions of people still choose not to use it? Linux or Windows, which one actually wins? Let's find out. Windows dominates the desktop world. Most people grow up using it, but Linux has a loyal fan base that swears they'll never switch back. And honestly, both sides have good reasons. Windows is simple. Install it, open it, everything just works. Most software and games are built for Windows first. Linux has improved a lot, but for beginners, it can still feel overwhelming. Different versions, terminal commands, compatibility issues. For ease of use, Windows wins. This is where Linux fights back. You can customize almost everything. The look, the performance, the entire system. With Linux, you control your computer. With Windows, Microsoft controls more than you think. For freedom and flexibility, Linux wins. If you love gaming, Windows is still the king. Better game support, more software options, less troubleshooting. Linux is catching up fast, but it's not there yet. Here's what most people get wrong. This isn't about which system is better, it's about what you need. If you want simplicity, gaming, and compatibility, choose Windows. If you want privacy, customization, and full control, choose Linux. So be honest, Linux or Windows, which side are you on? Do you really need a laptop anymore, or has the iPad finally replaced it? Millions of people are asking the same question, and the answer isn't as obvious as you think. Let's break it down. At first glance, they seem similar. Both can browse the web, watch videos, take notes, join meetings, and get work done. But once you start using them every day, the differences become obvious. The iPad wins this round easily. It's lighter, thinner, and easier to carry around. Battery life is usually excellent. You can use it on the couch, in bed, on a plane, almost anywhere. Laptops are still portable, but they're heavier and take up more space. For convenience, the iPad wins. This is where laptops fight back. Multitasking is easier, file management is simpler, professional software works better. If you edit videos, write code, or manage large projects, a laptop is still the safer choice. An iPad can do a lot, but sometimes it feels like a giant phone. For serious work, laptops win. Here's where the iPad shines: drawing, note-taking, photo editing, digital art. The touchscreen and stylus experience are hard to beat. For students and creators, that's a huge advantage. Most laptops simply can't compete here. Here's the part most people forget: the iPad looks cheaper until you add the keyboard, the stylus, extra storage. Suddenly, the price gets very close to a laptop, and in some cases, it's even more expensive. Here's what most people get wrong. They're asking the wrong question. It's not about which device is better, it's about what you actually do every day. Most people don't need the power of a laptop, but the moment you need it, nothing else compares. Want portability, battery life, and a great touchscreen experience? Choose an iPad. Want flexibility, multitasking, and professional software? Choose a laptop. So be honest. iPad or laptop, which side are you on? Should gamers really buy a console or a PC? Many people think PCs are definitely better, but that's not necessarily true. Consoles like the PS5, buy it and play, no need to build, no need to adjust settings. PCs, if you want a beautiful setup, you have to invest heavily. A powerful PC can higher FPS, mod games, better ray tracing, but in return, it's also more prone to errors. Consoles are ready to play right out of the box. PCs sometimes update drivers, craze games, fixing errors takes hours. The PS5 has many extremely powerful exclusive games. PCs have a larger game library with many cheaper games. If you want simplicity, choose a console. If you want optimization and versatility, PCs are still king. Which one will you choose? iPhone users hate hearing this. iPhone and Android, same purpose, completely different experience. iPhone is simple, everything just works, clean UI, smooth apps, great ecosystem. That's why a lot of people never switch. Android gives you freedom, custom themes, better multitasking, way more device choices. You control the phone, not the company. iPhone wins for video. Android usually wins for zoom and customization. Depends what you care about more. This is where Android gets dangerous. You can get a solid Android phone for half the price of an iPhone. iPhone feels premium, Android feels limitless. But honestly, most people pick based on habit. So what side are you on?